What are we working on here?
Well, may or may not have sold my RZR. So we're looking at replacements.
Replacement razors. Pick
for
one out.
My RZR. And these are our options that we kind of narrowed it down to. So we're going to look at them. So I decided basically minimum is gonna look at a RZR XP 1000. So that's kind of where we're starting with our baseline, and we're gonna look at a few other models up from there. We're gonna definitely go with a RZR Polaris. It's just the most popular one around here, so parts are easy to get. Everybody has one, so that's what we're gonna go with. So yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we're looking at. So, price-wise?
Well, we wanted with trailing arms.
Yes.
So the 1000 is the first one with trailing arms. It's also the most inexpensive one. So baseline.
So $0 baseline. And then everything up from our base is what we've written on the sheets, just to kind of look at them and go over them.
We want to get what, biggest bang for the buck without being ridiculous. Obviously, you want the ultimate. You would get the ultimate at a price tag of $9,900.
Over our base.
Right.
Right.
So they aren't cheap to begin with.
So just looking them over quickly. These are 1000s, XPs, non-turbo machines. And then up from there, we start looking at these two turbo machines. Basically a upgraded version of the 1000. So that's $1,400 over the baseline of the 1000. That comes with a turbo. 2021s actually have the Pro XP clutch in them. And I believe the front diff, I want to say, is a little beefier in these ones than these ones.
And the reverse,
this doesn't have a reverse chain. I think this was a reverse gear. Instead, these still have reverse chains in them.
Okay. Not necessarily a huge deal, but
no, something to
keep in mind.
To think about. So, for 2,000 more over our baseline, we have the two premiums here. That's the same as a 1000 XP, but with ride command. And I believe these ones have the accent lights, so it'll have fang lights, and then the extra light in the rear, radio, and all that's included with ride command. So that was 2,000 over the base.
But you don't care about ride command.
I don't necessarily really care too much for ride command. It can be added later if you wanted to. You can add the lights later if you want to. So not huge on my list of wants.
Because the light kit is $200.
$200. You get the fang lights, and you can't see it on this photo, but there's a light in the rear that you would get as well.
Okay.
For $200.
So this one is out.
Yeah, that one's pretty much out, I think.
Premium, we're gonna say that's out.
Okay, so then over here we've got the Pros.
I do love the Pro.
Conveniently, you have a Pro.
I know, that's why I like it.
So the Pro, this is the base Pro. So that's $4,400 over our base. Doesn't have ride command or anything in it. Premium, $7,900 over base.
That one does have ride command. Not all the premiums do.
But the new 2021s.
They all do? Okay. The 2020s were back.
And then
add dynamics.
Dynamics shocks. So this has the electronic shocks in it, with all the previous features. And that's $9,900 over base. That's pretty much out. I don't think I need that.
Okay.
And still, I really don't need, like I said, ride command's not a big deal to me. Don't need that for that one, so that one's pretty much out. So
it's getting easier.
I think we're down to these. Let's see. Yeah, let's look at them here. So, all right. So we've got our base 1000s, Pro, in a turbo. We gotta think about colors too. That matters. Let's think here. What's the Pro have over either one of these two that makes it worth $4,000?
Slightly bigger tires.
30s.
Yeah. It's supposed to have a tighter turning radius. We know on these trails that the 1000s and the turbos can turn everything we have, so I would list that as a pro for what we're doing.
Different seat, different chassis, obviously. Steering wheels different in those.
Yeah. A little less like the tractor wheel style.
Yep. These are still Walker shocks, which these all have. $4,000
for $4,400.
This is this is a turbo machine.
Slightly more than the other turbos.
This is 181 horsepower, I believe. These are 168.
Something like that. Yeah.
These are 120-ish range. I don't think it's worth $4,000, in my opinion.
Okay. That was my favorite.
I can drive yours, so that's alright. So we kind of have it narrowed down, I think, to these two. So we're down to the 1000 XP and the Turbo XP. Differences, I think they both come with LED headlights now, so that's not a difference. This one's turbocharged, obviously. A little bit upgraded driveline. No chain for reverse. No ride command in either, so that's not an option on the table. I think for $1,400 more, bang for the buck, this is the one to get over this. I think.
I would agree. I mean, we don't need a turbo for the trails we're riding.
No, we don't.
But, I mean, it's not going to be worse.
It has one though, so you.
We still go places where you can.
Where we could use it.
Tires are the same. Rims are the same.
Tires are the same. Rims are the same.
Frames the same. Suspension's
all the same.
Just get upgraded driveline.
A little bit upgraded driveline components and a turbo in the event you need it.
Okay.
So I think
for $1,400.
$1,400, it's easy.
Wow.
Well, now the hardest choice.
The hardest choice
is color. So this one, gray ghost, I believe they call it, or ghost gray, one of the two, with a red accent. And that one's sand and orange. I like them both. I think my truck is red.
So it'll match your
This
hood?
will match my, yeah, that'll match.
And the shocks?
The shocks will match.
Well, that's it. That's a done deal.
I think this one.
Okay.
I think that's the guy. Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's the one. So, problem is now finding one of these, because they're so in demand right now, is going to be a nightmare. So, might end up ordering it. I don't know. We'll have to look around and see what we can find. If I need to, I'll find a dealer and order it. And
that's the other reason we're comparing on paper, because nobody has these sitting around. I mean, they might have that one or that one, but
not the exact ones we're looking for.
Exactly.
So that's going to be the hardest part, probably, is either A, finding it, or ordering it and waiting. So that's going to be the next part, finding out where we can find the one we want and get it ordered and
get to riding.
Play a little bit of a waiting game and then let her rip.
We have time before prime riding season.
True.
A little bit, so no pressure. But
so
cool.
That's our next step, I think.
Let's see if we can make that happen. Yep, I like it. I'm glad the hood matches.
That's the most important part.
That's good, yeah.
I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright,
guys. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you want to see where we're going with all this stuff, and we'll update it when we get one ordered or find one.